So then, the EchoPark Automotive 400, and I know I'm going to be probably released this. I'm recording this on the Tuesday, so a couple of days after the race. It's probably going to be released after the Talladega race, but that's because of just making sure that I'm spreading myself out nicely and getting my daily videos in. Let's talk a little bit about it. And firstly, Chase Elliott returned to victory lane. Well done to him. That's quite a long winless streak that he's ended now, and yeah, it was a good race. The end of it was certainly quite different to the earlier parts of it, I can tell you that much. I mean, Chase Elliott was up thereabouts pretty much the whole race. The only times that he wasn't was when he changed his pit strategy and wasn't there for the stage points. But now he's won his way in. And that's... I mean, it is good to see. He didn't make it last year, so it's good to see he's done that. I mean, he's now 4th in the point standings after that as well. Shows how good he's been this season. As for his teammates, well, Larson came back from a 2-lap penalty. Ended up with 21st in the end, but he had to come back from that and then ended up going around again. And that was the thing. We had, 15 cautions, 16 if you include a race-ending one, for the crash between Byron and Chastain. No, Chastain's got a rep for late race crashes. No, Brad Keselowski does. That's probably why I think it was Harvick, wasn't it, who said that it was BK who got into Chastain and not Byron. But yeah, second place for Keselowski. He'd been running well. That RFK, I was surprised they weren't really as prevalent. Then Byron in third. Tyler Reddick was in fourth, and given that he'd gone round in the later stages as well, that's good for him. Then it was Suarez in the other track house, and then it was Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, who had been running up the front, had been leading for a while. And actually, another one I was impressed had been leading was the 21 car of Harrison Burton. He ended up finishing on the lead lap, though. Given the amount of cautions, it's probably not that surprising. But yeah, he ended up getting a few laps led today. Well, today, on race day. And yeah, that's nice. Most far gets the top 10. That's a good job. I know Spy will probably be looking to have more and more of those, and I was hoping to have had more and more of them by this point, but yeah, top 10. It's not something that is to shake a stick at, and I didn't mention the 2 RCR cars got into the top 10, and Kyle Busch really hasn't been as on it or as prevalent this season. Well, he got the 3rd at Atlanta. He was in that photo finish, but that was really it. And same for Austin Dillon. That's his best finish for the season. It's his first top 10. Currently sits 28th in points. But yeah, well, what do we say about the track? Because you could argue it's probably the track that's causing a lot of these issues. I mean, Jimmy Johnson was the first car around, but you saw a lot of the other cars were going around. It was particularly around that bump. I mean, that bump has been quite significant at Texas in the past. Wasn't it losing it over that bump that injured Bowman 2 years ago? Bowman still hasn't won since he came back from that. I mean, today he was around and out again, getting loose out of 3. It's a shame because it makes Bowman look like he's almost the weak link in Hendrick, and he's not. He's just had time and again this rotten luck. You gotta ask, when is he gonna catch a break? Because, well, at the end of the day, Larson's first in points, Chase Elliott's 4th in points, Byron is still 5th in points despite the 35th at Bristol. He's got 3 wins on the year, hasn't he? And then Bowman's down in 13th. Sure, he's got 3 top 5s to his name. but he hasn't won in 2 years. This is the guy who won 3 times in the first half of 2022. Just think about it in that way. I don't know, am I being harsh? Am I being harsh on the track? Am I being harsh on Bowman? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. And I'm hoping that this winless streak didn't suddenly end in Talladega, and it seems like all these comments are now completely null and void. Alright, bye for now.